Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Monday. I almost said the sip and sew. It is not the sip and sew. I missed the sip and sew. We were running around doing store errands and we got caught in traffic and we just did not make it back. So let me bring up my feeds here and say hi to some friends. And we have a lot of stuff today. Welcome to August, everybody. It's the first show of August. I am coining this month Fun August. We have so much stuff going on with getting ready to open the store, take occupancy of the store and the move and all of that. I'm a little bit at my end of my means, and so we're gonna have fun. We're gonna kick seriousness to the side, and we're just gonna have a good time. I hope you don't mind. Uh-oh, no, I got kicked out of YouTube. How did I get kicked out? Next. Hang on, guys. I think that's it. What's my password? Oh no! Two-step verification. Ah! Hey, Ray. Hold on. I may not be able to see YouTube comments because I can't get into YouTube right this second. Crud. Yeah, I need Dad's phone right now. Sorry, hang on, guys. Let me say hi to my Facebook crew while I'm trying to get what's going on? Thank you. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm signed out of YouTube and I need the verification from Dad's phone.
I'll be up in the shower.
Okay. Sorry. All right, well, we have fun stuff tonight, I promise. Just to give everybody kind of an update as to what... Oh, good, I got in. Whew. Okay. YouTube Studio. Okay, let me say hi to Angel. Hi, Angel in Houston. I hope your summer is going well. Let's see. I'm going to say hi to some friends. Then we're going to have some fun. In YouTube, I'm in. I'm almost there to be able to see you guys. Nothing but the highest level of professionalism here at Featherweight Doctor. Hi, Sandy and Polly. Okay, I can see you guys. Phew. All right, let me say hi to some friends on Facebook here. We have Angel is joining us from Houston. Debbie's on from Kentucky. Linda Wood is on from Texas. Hi, Linda's on from Tennessee. Hello. Becky's on. You guys, Becky is joining me this Wednesday for Featherweight Stories. Cannot wait for you guys to meet her. She is the loveliest lady. Lovely inside and out. You guys will love her. We are good. Oh, thanks, Isabel. I'm not sure where my contacts got thrown during the evacuation, so it's probably going to be glasses all week this week. Pam is on from Maine. Pam Green is on from Louisiana. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Hope and Grace. Odie's on from Oregon. Franny's on. Okay, yes, I will tell you guys what happened over the weekend, Franny. Kathy's on. We are home and safe. We just got home about an hour ago. Susan Woodslong from Arlington is on. You guys are all in agreement that Fun August sounds like a good idea. Fabulous. Let's see. Yes, Cindy, we are home and we are safe. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Rhonda. Oh, Rhonda says, thank you for taking time. This is a busy time in your life. You guys are the reason why I have this life. So I will always make time for you. Always make time for you. Nancy's on. Hello. Bonnie's on. Bridget's on from Rimrock. Mel and Joe, you made it back from your sightseeing. Yay. You guys, Mel and Joe are going to join me on Friday for the Sip and Sew. Look out. Fun times ahead. So we have Becky on Wednesday, Mel and Joe on Friday. We're kicking off Fun August with a bang. Joanne's on from Mississippi. Oh no, school starts tomorrow, Angel? Yuck, I'm so sorry. Rose is on. Hi, sweet pea. Mary's on from Seattle. I haven't seen you in a while, Mary. How you doing? Sandy Reese is on from New Hampshire. No. Mel and Joe were never in harm's way. They were in the downtown part of Coeur d'Alene, or not Coeur d'Alene, Sandpoint. So we were evacuated out of the Trestle Creek fire, which was across the lake. Kathy Zoka is here, and Jen is also here. Sheila's on from Minnesota. Lawrence is on from Ohio. Okay, I think I said hi to everybody. Hi, Jill from North Carolina. Hi, Missy. All right. So just to give you guys an update, so we were evacuated out of the Trestle Creek fire on Saturday night around a little before 1 a.m. We got the notice. You guys, it totally was weird because they have this ready, set, go thing, and we had set our notifications up on our phones so we knew what was going on. So ready was supposed to be like, start getting your stuff together, make a plan. There were farm animals where we were at on the homestead there on the 30 acres. Not our animal. I mean, there were some of our animals, but mostly our friends' animals, and they were, so there, it was a little more complicated than just throw everything you can fit in your car and run. The fire, when they put the ready order, was about 3.5 miles away, the closest hot spot. And then we had some wind, which kicked up the fire, jumped the fire line. Hi, Myra. Hello. Jumped the fire line. So we all went to bed after working for a couple hours that night, just kind of getting some brush away from the house, and they're renovating, so some building materials away from the house. So because they have a good fire break around there, the big home. Our trailer, unfortunately, is in the trees. But anyway, so we went to bed, and then we were awakened by pounding on the door from our buddy. His son had been passed to the sheriff's department that was at the bottom of the logging road, telling everybody that they were going to be putting out the go. So we got the go order about 12:30. They skipped set. Apparently it was ready, no set, then go. So we worked for a few hours to get the farm animals and everything, the pigs. They have 50 chickens between meat birds and layers, 4 pigs, 3 cats, 2 dogs, and a bunny. That was not including the Girton clan. So anyway, it was, I was telling everybody over on Instagram a minute ago, it was kind of the most beautiful outpouring of love I've ever seen. At 2 a.m., other people who live in the vicinity and know our friends up on the ridge and that they were on Trestle Creek and they were getting evacuated showed up with trailers to help load their animals and got them taken care of over the night. And I mean, at 2 a.m., you guys, 2 a.m. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I know my friend Molly was very overwhelmed, and as was I, at how much, people just kind of dropped everything in the middle of the night to go help them. So, Odie said, ugh, did that last summer. I packed my trunk full of all my AccuCut dies and cutters and my sewing machines, of course. I would like everybody to know that once we knew all of the alive things with names were safe, in my trailer, it was essential items like quilts and sewing machines. Because I had to save the 201 and the Featherweight I brought with me. Come on. So anyway, so Jill knows out on YouTube. It was, I don't ever want to do that again, actually. And what's scary is that, this is just the beginning of the fire season. Like this kind of stuff usually doesn't happen until like the end of the fire season. So I have a feeling it's gonna happen more. So anyway, yes, we are home safe. I was on my face yesterday. We got about, I think I went to bed around 4 a.m. after we finally got to someone's driveway who let us sleep in their trailer in their driveway in town where we were out of harm's way. It wasn't even anybody we knew. Hi, Val. Anyway, it was a crazy weekend. We rested yesterday and then we drove home this afternoon. So if Kathy is watching or Susan Thiel are watching, I'm going to get you guys class information. We're going to get that class rescheduled from Sunday. You guys, the first thing I think of when I'm like, well, I'm up at 1 a.m. fleeing my homeland like a refugee. how am I going to teach a class at 2 p.m. in Seattle? So anyway, needless to say, I canceled it. We'll reschedule. It feels like the whole state's, yeah, Arizona has a lot of wildfires too. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Careful what you offer, because we're going to be moving in we take occupancy of our store on August 15th, and if the trailer burns down, I'm not really quite sure where we're going to stay, but I'm not letting my mind go there. We are not going there. It is out of my hands. Those poor firefighters looked dog tired. Like, my heart goes out to them. Like, they were like ready for like 20 hours straight, ready to, because at one point they shift, oh good, Kathy is on. At one point they shifted from being able to like try to control the fire. It was totally out of control and dangerous for them to even try and control it. So they went into protect the structure mode. So they were like ready to like try and protect homes, cut fire lines to protect homes. I'm pretty sure my trailer wouldn't have qualified. Something worth protecting, but you know. Hi, Sandra Garcia. Okay, so let's get to the point, Darlene. Where's my list? So that is my wild land fire update. We'll be back again next weekend because we're there pretty much every weekend from now until we move, to try and get at least part of our stuff over and settled and all that fun stuff. So I have it right here on my to-do list here. We are having a month of fun, starting with a week of fun. So this week, Becky King from Kennydale, Texas. You guys know her. I call her Becky. She is a wonderful, wonderful lady. She is going to be joining me on Friday or Wednesday for our Featherweight stories. And then Mel and Joe from Gulf Coast, Mississippi are still in Sandpoint. We're going to be all together on Friday, and we're going to do the sip and sew together. Totally excited. If the Wi-Fi is good enough, I might do it from the new store. So you might want to tune into that. Okay, product updates. We have been out of some products for a while on the website, and we've had some logistics problems with getting things in. We have our 1/4-inch feet with guides are finally back in stock. I haven't updated the website, but it'll happen tonight. I just literally unpacked the mail when we got home, so I promise they'll be up tonight. We also have been out of stock for bobbins for a long time. Bobbins are finally back in. I have many of them, so if anybody's been waiting on bobbins, your bobbins are coming to you tomorrow. There's been a complication with the thread stands. You guys have probably noticed, if anybody's tried to order them, that the acrylic thread stands that are offered by Superior, they look like this, and this folds down to make it a little more compact. These have been out of stock forever. They're having a problem, so we're having a problem ordering them. I have found an alternative, everybody. They're about the same price, if not a little less expensive. This is the thread stand. Look at how small it collapses. So this is going to be up on the website tonight. It is, oh darn. It fits so it folds flat. Yay. It's not super heavy, but it's enough to not tip over under the weight. You can put big spools on it. You can put Aurifil on it. It fits everything, and it sits behind the machine. You can just build it like this really easy. Sits behind the thread stand or the sewing machine. You can use it on your modern sewing machine. I like tools that have a multiple purpose, and so like I know that they do have those thread spools that go into the oil hole on the Featherweight, and some of them work and some of them don't because the oil holes are not all the same size. But this one will work with everything. So this one is going to be on the website. It is not a plastic bottom, it's a metal bottom. So it has, Sandra, it has some weight to it. So these will be on, this will be replacing the other line item. Oh, it is the same thread stand you have? Yeah, it's awesome. I'm so excited I found them, where to buy them. So yes, those are going to be on the website also. And we are offering a new limited edition bed cushion. I'm calling it Ocean. Look, it's sparkly. Is anybody a blue person? This was supposed to be released last month, and then all of the stuff. That's my excuse. All of the stuff. So this is going to be on the website tonight. We're calling it Ocean. I have a limited quantity of them. They are a beautiful blue color. and they'll be available for purchase later on this evening. If anybody needs, these are protective bed covers. They're for using when your machine is in storage from things getting scratched and all that fun stuff. Sheila on YouTube says, glad to hear. All are safe. My husband was active for oh gosh, retired totally now. He does he miss it really? Especially when we smell smoke from the Canadian fires. Wow. Thank you for your husband's service, Sheila. That is a gig. That is a gig and a half. Gosh. Glad he made it to retirement. You guys are all like no, yeah, it is a heavy pace, so don't drop it on your foot, Odie. Correct. Okay, Lisa, I'll put you down for 2. I'll put you down for 2. Okay. Let's see here. What else do I want to tell you? Go to my list. I had so much stuff that I had to write it down tonight. So I was on one of the Facebook groups. It's not my Facebook group, but there was a gal named Jill Miller who was asking about if anybody had any ideas what to do with antique handkerchiefs. And I responded back because I haven't done a handkerchief quilt, but I've done an antique pillow case quilt. And I told her about the I told her about the little like Holly Hobby ones I've seen that where the handkerchief is like the skirt of the person. And then I told her that I had made it's no surprise to you that I like old things. No one should be surprised by that. I script a quilted picture. Oh, long enough for nice. That's great. Yes, that works. Anyway, so what I thought I'd do is show you, I told Jill to watch. I don't know if she's watching, but the antique pillowcase quilt that I made. So I have to tell you guys the story, of course, because there's a story with this quilt. My mother-in-law, who's very precious to me, both my mom and my mother-in-law, very precious to me. I had gone out, her mom passed away. Her mom lived till 94. Great-grandma Lucy was 94. She was a wild woman. The lady, my husband's grandmother, broke her hip at 89 years old, country line dancing in a honky-tonk. Great-grandma Lucy was a wild woman. And so anyway, when she passed away, my mom-in-law had rescued some pillowcases that Lucille had made during the war when Nancy's mom, Jo, was serving over in the Aleutian Islands. That was one of the things that the ladies would do to kind of keep the home fires burning, and they would get together in these little groups and they would hand stitch pillowcases. So I did not know. Bernadette. I love that emoji. That's just, say Leanne, or I'm sorry, Deanne is collecting handkerchiefs. My mouth isn't quite engaged tonight, so I apologize to everybody. What a legend. I know, right? So, and this is the same lineage as my mom-in-law, so y'all can start praying for me now. But anyway, so she goes and rescues these pillowcases. Doesn't tell me. She rescued them when we were there cleaning out Grandma Lucy's things. Oh, lampshades. That's a good idea. I know, Lisa. I know. Anyway, and then she calls me one day. This was like back in 2009. This has been a long time. And she goes, hey, I was at an antique store and I found some antique pillowcases and I was thinking it'd be cool to make a quilt. What do you think I should do with them? So as I'm driving along, I'm like designing this quilt with my mom-in-law on the phone. I'm like, well, it'd be kind of cool if you like made the pillowcases like oblong or rectangular blocks and then would put like an antique, like a open source older pattern block in opposite, kind of stagger them down. And that would be kind of cool to do, and similar hues and all of that fun stuff. So the next year for Christmas in 2009, I open a quilt top. My mother-in-law is infamous. She must not be on here tonight because I'm throwing her under the bus. But my mother-in-law is infamous for giving me unfinished quilt tops because she knows that I do the finishing. So I unwrap this quilt top and I realize immediately what it is. So this was the quilt top that I was designing while I drove down the road. So this, you can see, she's taken the pillowcases and then set them to opposite each other. Can't show you guys all on camera, but, and even the ones that like, Oh, she is. Hi, Mom. I have the beautiful edges on here. She faced it with more fabric. And anyway, this is one of my favorite quilts. Thank you, Mom, for making it for me out of great Grandma Lucy's pillowcases. And so anyway, I just wanted Jill to see that you can do this kind of stuff with the pillowcases and the other antique things. Kathy says, I've got a whole box of handkerchiefs that I need to do something with. Now I have old pillowcases that are very, very cool. So now you guys have an idea what to do with them. Isn't it pretty? I know. Mom picked all of the colors. These are actually, because she picked them to go with the blues and the pillowcases. Yeah, and then because I'm that person, I wrote up the story and put it on the back of the quilt in fabric. So that way I'll forever remember how they came to me. So anyway, Jill Miller, if you're watching, there you go. There are some ideas. All right. The other item that I wanted to talk about tonight, and I'm only bringing it up because this has happened twice in 1 week and this never happens. So we're going to talk about this. Oh, you have some family hankies too, Mom? Twice this week, this is my foot controller. It's my demo foot controller. So every time I have a machine in the shop or I'm at a show or whatever, this is Darlene's foot controller. It is a foot controller to a 301. It's brown and it came in with one of our featherweights that was in the orphanage and I couldn't sell it with a brown foot. This is a 301 foot, 301 feet and 221 feet and 222 feet are interchangeable because they have the same connection, same Bakelite foot. So anyway, I couldn't sell it. I was at a show in Covington, Washington early on with the company. And some lady was painting sewing machines and I brought this over to her and I said, could you paint a foot pedal? And she's like, I've never been asked to paint a foot pedal, but I guess so. So hydrangeas are one of my favorites. So she put some purple hydrangeas on. Oh, hi, Becky Ray. How you doing, sweetheart? It was nice seeing you last week, by the way. My mom has been preserving old linens and some memorabilia and quilts. Really, I totally agree with you. Wonderful way to preserve memories. I totally agree with you. Anyway, so I'm using this as a demonstration, but 2 pedals came in the shop this week, and this button, the depressing button, the one that moves up and down, was broken or missing. So, and I was asked what to do about it. If you're super convicted about using the original foot controller, what my recommendation would be, and this isn't probably going to be cheap or easy, but if you're convicted about keeping the original foot with the original machine, you can find a foot controller that's still in good working order. And these buttons, when you open up the bottom of this, come out, and you can take it to a person who has one of those is it CDC? Am I saying that right? One of those 3D printers, and have them pattern it and construct a new one. I can't imagine it would be very expensive, but probably a little time consuming. So you might, if you have a son or a brother-in-law or whatever, neighbor who just kind of tinkers, this would be, I don't think you can make a business out of it. I don't think you could, it's just weird that 2 machines came through with this button either broken or not latched this week. So in lieu, one of the machines that came in was from Shop Goodwill, and it was for a client down in Pleasanton, Kim. Oh, no, that's not right. No, Karen Boyd. I think it's Karen Boyd. And so it was broken because it was like that in the Goodwill auction. What Karen landed up doing was just purchasing the alternative. So this is the alternative electric foot controller that we carry. Oh, Kathy, your husband does 3D printing? That's good to know. I did not know that, Lawrence, that some public libraries have 3D printers. That's pretty cool. Why did they make them that way? Why did they make them with the Bakelite? They were all made in Bakelite. They were not metal. I think they were meant to be a little lighter weight. Deanna, is the only thing I can come up with. But because they're Bakelite, it's like the plugs into our machines. The original plugs were also Bakelite. A lot of them are cracked and then they have to be replaced. And unfortunately, we just replaced them with another plastic part. So the foot controller, the alternative is to use a totally different style. This is called a clamshell style. It's more similar to a modern machine and how it depresses. These are an alternative replacement if your foot controller is missing a button and or it's not working properly. These run about $55 on our website, and some people with fully functioning Bakelite foot controllers just don't like them because they hurt their foot. I also had a question over the weekend. Oh my gosh, Valerie was her name, I believe. And she was asking me the proper way to use these. I actually use the foot controller backwards. So my foot, this is my foot. I rest my foot on the controller and then use the ball of my foot to press the button versus more of the traditional manner like this. This hurts my leg to ride it from the front like this. That hurts my leg awful. So why does the button, Becky, that doesn't move, they put that on there so that you knew where to rest your foot, is the only thing I can think of. It's like a guide. Because it's only the one that actually does anything, and this one just tells you where to stick your foot. That's my guess. I have no idea. There you go. You're tuning into my show, you get my opinion. Yeah, I can't use it with shoes on either, Kathy. I have to be barefoot. Oh, I couldn't hear what you said. My watch is trying to talk to me. All right. Oh, your heel. I didn't even think about your heel. That's actually not a bad idea, Bernadette. I'll have to try that, see if I like it. All right. Well, gosh, I had a lot to tell you, and that went really fast. So again, week of fun. We got Becky on Wednesday and Mel and Joe on Friday. Look out. Oh, Cindy says she uses hers like I do. Never has had an issue with her sore foot and barefoot. You got to sew barefoot. It is a regular occurrence to see me walking around the house with one shoe on because something will happen. I'll be sewing. I'll get up, walk around. My husband's just used to finding single right shoes everywhere around the house. Oh my gosh. Polly in UK says, I use my foot the same way you do when it warms up. Yeah, exactly. That's also that's a really good thing. But Polly, she says when it warms up, you know it's time to take a break. Totally true. Because you can feel it right through your foot. Exactly. Heel. Oh, Mel, Ray isn't down here. She's upstairs getting cleaned up. Becky Ray says, aha, I have had a foot controller like that my whole life because my mom had a 401 when I was a kid and I bought one too. Nice. 401s are workhorse machines. They are workhorses. Oh, Franny says, my daughter finally tried to sew on my school bell. I was in heaven. That is a big moment. Oh my gosh. Yay, Franny. Don't let her fall in love with that school bell. It has a very special little stitch on it. Sandy says, I'm a barefoot sewer. I also talked to a friend, Jeanette, out in Sammamish today. She was sewing along on her school bell, Gladys, and all of a sudden she just stopped. And she texted me in a panic, and I'm like, you didn't run over a pin? She's like, no, if there's no trauma, it has to be thread. I'm like, start digging. So she did find several colors of thread behind the bobbin assembly, and yet it is still not moving. So I'm going to have her bring it into the doctor here and see if we can get it running, because Gladys is a very special little machine. I informed her that oh. All right, friends. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with me. You guys are a blessing. Thank you so much for all of your kind words and well wishes and prayers while we were gone over the weekend. It was scary for a little bit in the middle of the night on Saturday, and otherwise we were just a little uncomfortable because we weren't in our space. So I just really appreciate everybody being so sweet. And Kathy and Susan for letting me reschedule the class. Oh, Becky's husband has a 401. He made t-shirt quilt. Oh, you made the t-shirt quilt. Nice. Last fall during COVID, his first time sewing. Bonding experience, Becky. Bonding. Did you not let him touch your 222? Rose in Tennessee said, received a video today of the granddaughter learning how to sew on my daughter-in-law's machine. Oh, I love that. I love that. Good to see you guys too. Yes, we're going to have a fun week. Join me back here on Wednesday at 4 o'clock Pacific on Facebook and YouTube under Featherweight Doctor. Thanks, guys. Thank you all so much. All right, I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.